imanlar. friendship triangle.
Oh my goodness gracious. The woke meter. The
You
woke
can count
meter
on
is
me. You're
filling
going to
up
have
already.
good old Rob to talk
Oh
you
my
through all
goodness.
this.
I came to the wrong place. I meant to catch the woke mind virus. Well, I did. That's how I get you. You see? That's how I get you. I promise to keep it away from you. And when you come in, then you get it. Then you get the woke mind virus. What do we think about this? Okay, so I don't know if you can
We
tell
simply
that the camera
use the
angle is
computer to
different.
mark up the size of the account.
My pronouns are freaking friendship triangle.
Nice. Very nice. Very good. I don't know if you can tell that the angle is slightly different. It's a little bit, I'm pulled back a little bit. I got a new desk. I got a new desk situation here. A new sort of lighting thing I'm trying to figure out. I do
You
have
can
a
count
desk
on me.
light.
You're going to have good old Rob to talk you through all this.
I do have a desk light right next to me, and I don't know if I should be going to just with this, the standard. This feels like it maybe needs to be brighter too. Oh no. This? Okay, I think this is probably better. That's a bit better. Oh boy. Thank you so much for this warm welcome back. I always really appreciate this community. Obviously I was not around last week. My kid was sick, not
You
like
can count on me. You're going to have good old Rob to talk you
not
through
like
all this.
scary sick, but just had this persistent cough that wouldn't really go away. He was like up at night coughing and wasn't sleeping that well. I feel like he's had more days over the last 6 months of having a cough than not, which is kind of like alarming in and of itself. But just like he wasn't really able to go to school, so I was just like hanging out with him. Persistent cough is a symptom of the woke mind virus. Keep an eye on that. I will. So that's it. I was hanging out with him all week. I thought about maybe doing some like late night streams or whatever, and it just didn't work out. Now my kid's sick again. God damn it. I was sick too because of my kids and still had to work while sick. Yeah, I mean, these fucking woke kids, these kids have the woke mind virus. They think just because they have a little cough, they can stay home. Really, they should be going to school and just infecting all their classmates and teachers and their families as well. Right? So that's why I was not really able to stream last week. Then also it was his birthday. It's his birthday coming up, but because he's born like almost at Christmas time, we do the party usually a couple weeks before. So we had his birthday. Fortunately for him, it was well enough to go to the birthday party. He was okay. He was like, he was really on death's door for during the week. But when it came time to the party, he was like, no, I think I can do this. I think I can handle this. Thank God I clicked this stream. The woke mind virus almost hit my central nervous system. That's good. That's good, Bettingham. I'm happy that you're here. You're in a safe space now. The woke mind virus can't get you here. Okay? This stream is the most effective vaccine science has found. That is absolutely true. It's funny, like this idea of not believing that COVID is real, but believing that something called the woke mind virus is real. The world's brilliant genius inventor. That's kind of funny, isn't it? So that's it. We went and had his birthday party on Saturday. We went to the movie theater. We went to the movie theater with a couple of his pals from school. He had a lot of fun with that. He was really happy. We saw the movie Strange World. Talk about another movie that's infected with the woke mind virus. Strange World, the Disney film. Which is bombing, of course, at the theaters because of the woke mind virus and not because Disney's just like not promoting it at all. We saw that though, and that was fun. That was enjoyable. He had a great time, but I'm just tired. You know, I've been like just really focusing on kind of trying to take care of him. I have not been sleeping too well. I'm very tired. I wasn't even sure if I could come back today, but I was just like, you know what? Fuck it. Fuck it. I did believe in the Discord server. I did give the 100% Rob guarantee that I would try to have a strong full week this week. So this is what I'm doing. My word is not meaningless, okay? The 100% Rob guarantee means something. That's something that you can count on. That's something that you can depend on.
You can count on me. You're going to have good old Rob to talk you through all this.
Slub to Rob.
Join us in Discord for more near broken promises. I also can't sleep well due to the new rescue dog thinking it's acceptable to scratch at the back door to be let outside every 45 minutes. Yeah, that sounds fun. Let me just thank all the folks that were getting sick of woke Avatar 2, which unlike Avatar 1 was just about cool robots and funky aliens, seems to be about colonialism. Up yours, woke moralists. That's right. Even Avatar's gone woke. That's how fucked up this is. Remember in Avatar when we were all cheering for Colonel Quaritch as he bravely knocked down the Na'vi home tree in order to get they were very very greedily hogging the massive unobtainium deposit, and brave Colonel Quaritch came in to knock down Na'vi's home tree. You know, they didn't want to give up the goods, and they were violent first, obviously. So it's sad to say that now we've come all this way, 12 years later, whatever it is, and here we have Avatar 2, and it's this woke agenda. The woke agenda.
You can count on me.
Once
You're going to have good old Rob to talk you through all this.
Striking. Very unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. Anyway, we'll get to the thank yous in just a moment for everyone that just contributed. Again, like I was talking about last week, how I had been losing subscribers because of the difficulties with streaming and how that's like affecting me. And then it's like I take another week off. It's been really kind of tough the last couple of months to...
you can count on me. You're going to have good old Rob to talk you through all this.
The big one too.
If you don't see that the RDA Corporation was creating jobs on Pandora, I don't know what to tell you. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable how even James Cameron has the woke mind virus now. He caught the woke mind virus, which is why he can't go back to making Terminator 2, which didn't have any social or political commentary at all. That's right. It's actually funny too, because a lot of these like woke mind virus people that complain about Mary Sue's and stuff, and diversity in Hollywood films and casting women as action movie roles, and they all say like, that was already going on with Sarah Connor and with Ripley and Aliens and stuff like that. And it's like all these like anti-woke YouTube film guys. If YouTube existed in 1986 or 1992, all of these motherfuckers would have been on there going like, Ripley embarrasses all the Space Marines by like going in there and like they all get their asses kicked, and then she comes in, the Mary Sue, with no weapons training. You mean to tell me with no weapons training, Ellen Ripley descends into the alien hive and takes on all the aliens and destroys the alien queen in a mech loader battle? Up yours, woke moralist. And they'd have one of those like YouTube thumbnails like with a picture of Ripley, like, I don't know, doing that. You know, that's what all these, they say that they like Ripley now, but this is what they would all be doing. On the subject of Avatar 2, okay, I am going to, that was a bit of a Trump thing, wasn't it? I think I've been struggling with my Trump impression. That was like an inadvertent Trump impression that I just did there. With the Photoshop woman to make her ugly and her eyes popping out of her skull. That thumbnail. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, absolutely. On Avatar 2 news, okay? I am going to see Avatar 2 this Friday in IMAX 3D. I have my seat booked. I got my ticket booked with a couple of my pals that I haven't seen for a while here in Montreal. I am going to see Avatar 2. And here's something that is not totally confirmed yet. It's not totally confirmed, but I will tell you it is an IMAX 3D, Brandon. That's right. I will tell you, I just need to confirm this. Finally, I've had tentative talks, but next week we will be, and I need to confirm it first, so maybe I'm jumping the gun a little bit, but I'm excited to talk about it. Next week, we will be having a TRRS struggle session crossover, and Jack Allison and Leslie Lee III of Struggle Session podcast will be joining the program next week to discuss James Cameron's epic masterpiece, Avatar: The Way of Water. And I'm really looking forward to that. Struggle Session was like one of the first podcasts that I ever appeared on when I was kind of trying to figure out how to get involved in like podcasting and independent media and stuff. So really looking forward to having both those guys on the stream. I just need to confirm. Leslie said it would be cool. I haven't confirmed with Jack yet. But I'm still announcing it anyways. I am still announcing the Struggle Session TRRS crossover next week. I'm just willing it into existence. It's amazing how long that Avatar 2 timer has been going on. It's now down to 3 days, 10 hours, 19 minutes until Avatar 2 is released. We've had that timer on this stream going for like, I want to say like 9 months, 10 months. It's truly amazing.
You can count on me. You're going to have good old Rob to talk you through all this.
Is this the new Jar Jar Binks movie?
Yes. Yes, it is. He's about to change the game for the millionth time, baby. That's right. And this movie is going to earn a profit too. This movie is going to make a couple billy in the box office. In answer to our question from the other week, they did talk about the new Star Wars show on Struggle Session, and they will not be watching, for which I have the utmost respect. I'll tell you, I don't always agree with the Struggle Session guys, but I always appreciate the takes. I always respect the takes. Let me just get to saying thank you to everyone that subscribed to the program. Okay? Which I've been avoiding. And I know I said I was worried about losing subs, and I am. I am drastically losing subs from the lack of streaming over the last couple of weeks. That's why I really appreciate everyone coming in to hang out today and supporting the stream. Thank you very much, folks. So G Cluppy, thank you, G Cluppy, for the 25 months Tier 1. Proud owner of the highly elite exclusive gold 2-year TRRS sub badge. Thank you, G Cluppy. Thank you, Sean Meat, for the 22 months Tier 1. Thank you, John McCain's Ghost, for the 20 months Tier 2 resub. Thank you, John. Really appreciate you. Waldo's, thank you for the 15 months of Prime. Don Dark Zoni gifted a bunch of subs. Thank you, Don Dark Zoni, for the batch of gifted subs. I think it's around 5 now. Always appreciate all of the support from Don Dark Zoni. Thank you. Moss World, thank you for the 21 months.
You can count on me. You're going to have good old Rob to talk you through all this.
You were gone so long.
DRP, thank you for the 18 months Tier 2. Thank you, Comrade Social Distancing, for the 3 gifted subs and for all the support. Thank you, Dakadoon, for the 5 gifted subs. Really appreciate that, Dakadoon. Thank you so much. Thank you, Pelicans, for the gifted sub as well. Thank you, Metal Dipshit, for the 10 gifted subs from Metal Dipshit. Thank you very, very much, Metal Dipshit, for the whopping 10 gifted subs. Very, very kind of you. And G Cluppy with it gifted out another 5 subs as well. Thank you, G Cluppy. Really appreciate that. Even the ultimate sign of respect is when G Cluppy hates the stream, doesn't like me as individually, and still contributes like that. Really amazing stuff. Thank you, Sean, for the gifted sub as well. I really appreciate that, Sean. Sophisticated Pills cheered 200 friend coin. Thank you, Pills. Thank you, Stu, for the 22 months of tier 1. Almost very close to the 2-year badge as well from Stu. I'm just here to boo you, complimentary. It was 10% boos in this community and 90% people very enthusiastic. Subscription Steve, thank you for the 1 entire year of tier 1. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, In Search of Slack, for the 13 months tier 1. And thank you, Weenus, for the 16 months tier 1. Thank you. I was saying boo Rob, or Rube, or Rob. I was saying Rob Russo, right? That's what you were doing.
You can count on me. You're gonna have good old Rob to talk you through all this.
Lucky number 13.
Well, thank you, Marina, as well. Thank you, Marina.
We simply use the computer to mark up the size of the account.
Welcome back, Rob. I hope we all realize how much love and respect there is in this non-cult, non-pyramid community.
I really appreciate the 13 months from our friend Marina. Thank you, Marina. I really appreciate that. And I hope you're doing well. And thank you, Comrade Social Distancing, for that means a lot. Thank you for the 200 friend coin as well. Yeah, Old Dutch, we're going to get to this. Don't worry. She's alive, folks. We're going to get to that, Old Dutch. And what else did I want to say? Oh, I had a rant to go on here. Why, from Goth Angle Sinner. Rob, why is it so popular to hate Avatar? I'll tell you. Here's something I want to say to all the Avatar haters. I got the flu in Montreal. It's just brimming with illnesses here. And I also believe I misgendered you just now. I said, they're alive. I'm sorry, Marina. That's what a shitty way to welcome you back. Jesus Christ. Now, I don't want to get off on a rant here. Here's the thing. To all the performative Avatar haters out there, okay? To all the performative Avatar haters out there, we know who you are, okay? We have you on our lists. We've taken the names. You're not allowed now. You're not allowed to watch the new movie, and you're not allowed to enjoy it. We all know that you've been doing this. Oh, no one remembers Avatar. No one remembers. It has no cultural imprint. I don't even remember the main character. It's just Pocahontas in space. It's just Dances with Wolves in space. It's just... No. You don't get to watch the new movie. You don't get to like the new movie. Okay? You don't get to enjoy it. We don't want you. We don't want you.
You can count on me. You're gonna have good old Rob to talk you through all this.
Pregnant Navi Fortnite skin.
That's right. That's right. Pregnant Navi Fortnite skin indeed. Thank you. This rant that I'm going on was inspired by a tweet that I saw, and I'm going to try and find it now. And of course I can't. Of course I cannot find it. So forget I said anything. Just fucking forget I said anything. My point stands though. Okay? Doc, you're exempt from the rant, okay? Because I love you. And I care about you as a person. You're exempt from this. It's mid James Cameron though. I don't agree. I mean, I rewatched Avatar on Friday with my son. He sat through the whole thing. Doc Hollywood, this MF just said true love. rather than true lies. Can you believe this guy, Doc Holly? This guy calls himself Doc Hollywood. He's out here saying true love. That's not a movie. Is Doc Hollywood your real name, sir? I'm watching it on Boxing Day. It's a great Christmas movie. I've been talking about this lately. I'm trying to start this Christmas tradition, this holiday tradition. I watched it, and I watched the first one. I still fucking love it, you know? And people say, like, oh, it's only good in the theater with the 3D and stuff. I have a pretty nice TV. It's one of those, like, LG OLED TVs. It's, like, 50 inches or something. It's not huge or anything. It looks fucking great. It looks great. And I love it. Emotionally, all the emotional beats just still hit. Like, when this assault on the home tree happens, and we see, like, what genocidal, extractive, colonial capitalism and colonialism does to these other cultures, how we inflict 9/11s every single day in these other cultures, destroying their homes and destroying their families. The emotional beats just hit so hard, and the final battle is just so fucking great. And I love Stephen Lang as Colonel Quaritch. I think that's one of the all-time best movie villains. I think he's just fantastic in this movie. They're out there like with the big bombing technology to like destroy the Navi's homes, and he's just like sipping on a coffee. He's such a prick. Oh my god. He's so good. So that's it. So the Avatar haters, imagine disrespecting both James Cameron and Awa. Could not be me. Could not be me at all. So that's it. To the Avatar haters, you're not welcome. Okay, don't go see the new movie. And you're not going to be doing any of this like, oh no, I like it now. No, you're not allowed to. Sorry, you had your chance. I've been spending 12 years. I was looking at my tweet from 12 fucking years ago when I first joined Twitter. Okay, I've been on this beat for a while now. We've been trying to tell you. You've had many opportunities to join the Avatar fandom. Okay? I've been out there for spending 12 years of my life doing this. Being an Avatar evangelist. Yeah, you've had many opportunities to join the Avatar fandom. You've slapped the hand away, the hand offering you a hand in friendship. Offering you a hand in friendship. To join this community, to join this fandom. You've slapped it away. Each and every time. Well, now we don't want you. Now you're not allowed to like this new one. Okay? My camera. We tried to save you, but you're lost. That's right. I call that resisting the woke mind virus. Is this a tweet from the guy who said he'd rather his daughter date an MS-13 member than a Republican? And that is correct. The funny thing about like Twitter and free speech and the woke mind virus, like I've been spending years pushing the boundaries of free speech and saying controversial things. Somehow I don't get the credit from these like Musk fanboys for being a trailblazer like this, though. We got to get to the Elon stuff, I guess. This is a shorter stream, so I'm going to get to that soon. In terms of like Elon and everything, like I kind of hate Alma in a way that we're just talking about this guy now every single day and how he's like forced himself to become just the main character. Now that there's no Trump, he's just forced himself to become the main character of Twitter that we've got to go and do our dunks on day in day out. And I'm as guilty of that as anybody. I'm as guilty of that as anybody. I kind of hate it in a way, but I find it irresistible at the same time. This monorail bitch. I like that's one of the lasting contributions from me to the discourse from this show. One of the things that survived. You know, Dave Chappelle has fallen off because a 90s Chappelle bit would have him ended with an audience member smoking him with the bottle. I
We
mean,
simply
you know what the great
use the computer to
genius
mark
of
up
stand-up
the
comedy-
size of the account.
Rube. Welcome back TRRS Sankara, hope all is well.
Rube. I was saying Rube. Thank you, Dimitri, for the 200 friend coin. I appreciate that. Thank you. You know, the best thing about stand-up comedy, you know, what do they say about stand-up comedy? The best stand-up comedians are able to hold a mirror up to society, right? And speak truth to power. And bring the world's richest man onto stage with you to just like awkwardly shuffle around and wave at people.
You can count on
say
me. You're
nothing
going to have good
interesting or
old Rob to
funny
talk you through
whatsoever.
all this.
That's real stand-up comedy heads know this, right? And part of me finds this shit funny, the whole thing about the woke mind virus and everything. Like, and it is, in many ways, it is. But it's also, I find it kind of alarming that, like, I'm covering up Lenin here, that's no good. There we go. That, like, the world's richest man and the now owner of this vast communication platform.
You can count on
is,
me.
like,
You're going to have
talking
good
like
old
this.
Rob to talk you through all this.
All glory to the triangle.
Calm like a Tom. Thank you for the 23 months of tier 2. I really appreciate that.
You can count
Calm
on
like a
me.
Tom.
You're going to have good old Rob
So
to
close.
talk you through all this.
So close to that exclusive elite 24-month sub badge. I'm just glad we live in a world where a man can devastate however many workers' lives it takes to bully the shit out of anyone who speaks ill of him because of his utterly unchecked power. It is amazing how, like, just the idea of woke has just replaced, like, anything remotely related to social justice, economic justice. Unions are woke. You saw Elon tweet the other day, the New York Times, who has never fucking encountered a imperialist intervention or war or coup that they didn't enthusiastically support. The New York Times is woke. Unions are woke. Black people just asking not to be murdered for no reason by the police. That's being woke. Trans people wanting to be identified by the pronouns that they identify as. Oh, that's woke. That's the woke mind. It's literally anything. Anything that remotely challenges the sort of like economic and social status quo in any way. Disney is woke, right? That's the whole fucking weird thing. You can look at like the movie, like I saw Strange World at my son's birthday party, and you can say, well, it's got a interracial marriage. It's got like a non-binary sort of gay relationship. It's, you know, it's so woke. It's like Disney. It's the world's richest, most evil fucking corporation is like this woke thing now. The whole thing with like Ron DeSantis and going after woke Disney. They think anything that remotely, even these corporations.
You
that
can
are
count
like
on me. You're going to have good old Rob to talk you
wielding
through all
this kind of
this.
like social justice.
The woke
language.
mind virus has supplanted my own immune system so that I can no longer live without it. I love being woke.
Sir Brain Damage, thank you. Thank you for that. It's better to have that than an immune system. That's what I mean. It's like, it's so bizarre and kind of alarming how this has happened. It's easy to make fun of, and we should
You can
make
count
fun
on
of
me.
it.
You're going to have good old Rob to talk you through all this.
I'm sorry. GMO Radio, the woke Twitch moderation language filters silenced you on your resub message there. Unbelievable. 9 more months till piss badge. And again, it's not a piss badge. Thank you for the 15 months resub at tier 2. Important to point out though that it is not a piss badge. It's not a piss badge. It's meant to be like a gold. It's like a gold, like important, like kind of an exclusive elite kind of thing, and not piss. It's nothing to do with piss. What kind of a woke world is this where a fella can't say piss? I know. It's unbelievable. It's really unbelievable. We should be able to say that. So that's the whole thing with this woke mind virus. It's just like, it's funny. It is funny, but it's also weird it's alarming. And the way that like they use this now to just diminish anything that remotely challenges the economic status quo or the social status quo in any way. Or they frame like massive corporations, like the fucking Shell Oil Corporation is talking about climate change and renewable energy. How is Elon?
You've just become an elite member of the Friendship Triangle.
On that subject, how is Elon not Mr. fucking clean energy, Mr. climate change? How's that not woke? How is fighting climate change not woke? But like unions are woke. Like that's like a lefty liberal granola chewing Berkeley hippie pinko thing, right? Why is that not woke? But yeah, the woke Shell Corporation, the woke Disney Corporation. It's fucking absurd. Alana, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs. Thank you so much, Alana. I really appreciate that. Another unfortunate member of the community that has succumbed to the woke mind virus. You forgot crunchy, yeah, and soy. Tesla is based in good. Tesla is not soy because the cars catch on fire. That's how you know that it's like manly. It's like manly and cool. Because when you drive one, you're just taking this chance that you might just burn to death. Your whole family might die in a horrible automobile fire. And every time you drive one, you're taking that chance. So it's based, actually. Hello, San Francisco. I've come to make witty observations with the idiosyncrasies of regular life. Have you ever noticed that your robot brother cuts your sandwich into diagonal? Boo. God, the thing, like, it is so funny. And that's what I mean. It's like, I got started talking about how I find it kind of annoying that we have to talk about Elon all the time. At the same time, it's inescapable. You have to. You have to talk about Elon going on Dave Chappelle's show and getting booed out of the stadium. It's fucking hilarious. It's hilarious. Like, I tweeted something to this effect earlier, not to just turn this show into like the Rob tweet hour or whatever, but like, that's the ultimate irony of all this, is that he's just been so desperate to be perceived as like funny. And the more he tries and fails to do this, the funnier it is. Like, it is ultimately, it's hilarious, you know? The Elon Twitter takeover has been hilarious, but for none of the reasons that he ever outlined. You know, the whole thing about comedy being legal on Twitter and all that shit. It's been very funny, certainly. I haven't blocked on Twitter and added him to my block words list. Again, I'm just as guilty of this as anybody contributing to this. I'm just as guilty of it. But I can't help myself, okay? I can't. I'm still not giving him my $8 though, that's for sure. But you know what? I had meant to start the stream chomping on an apple. I thought that would be a funny bit. Often I'm using a knife to cut my apple, and I thought it would be funny to like chomp on my apple when I started the stream. And I haven't eaten today. But I kind of forgot to do it. I'm gonna have to eat my apple now. So before we get to Elon, it's going to be a couple minutes of me just staring at the camera and munching on this apple. Currently eating a Honey Crisp as we speak. There we go, Sean. Love to hear it. This is actually a pink lady, but you know, we all know that I'm Honey Crisp Squad. Also a big fan of the pink lady as well. Apple Gang just finished a Cosmic Crisp. Fucking apples are
You can
so
count
good
on
out
me.
there.
You're going to have good old Rob to talk you through all this.
The right is getting better at comedy and lefties are getting nervous. Let that sink in.
Rootbeard. Thank you so much, Rootbeard, for the 20 months tier 1. It's true. They're getting so good at comedy. It is making me nervous. This man brought an actual sink to the office. That's crazy. Let's look at this Chappelle thing. It's so bad. Honestly. It's so fucking bad. It is painful to look at. of all, like, again, I was talking about Chappelle, how like, oh yeah, this is stand-up comedy. Just bring the world's richest man out to like walk around and wave at the crowd awkwardly. This charisma vacuum, like, can't be stressed enough. This is like one of the least funny people who has ever existed. Maybe the least funny. Elon Musk is quite possibly.
You can count on me. You're gonna have good old Rob
person
to talk you
ever.
through all this.
It is pretty funny, TBH.
In recorded history, modern history. So I'm a little unclear about what the fuck they thought was going to happen. Clearly, they thought this was like a home field advantage thing. It's in San Francisco. It's people paying money to see Dave Chappelle in 2022. You're not going to ask for a better crowd to be receptive to this, right? Him being not funny and trying so hard is really funny. Well, that's the ultimate irony, like I was saying. And thank you, Arachnozach. Thank you, Arachnozach, for the 21 months of Tier 3. And highly elite exclusive Tier 3 sub, Arachnozach. Thank you. So it's like, I can see how they thought that this could be a situation where this would be like a positive reception. But at the same time, it's like, what the fuck? Like, what is funny about this? Why is this comedy? Why is it comedy to just bring out Elon Musk to walk around this charisma vacuum again, with zero ability to like improvise or be funny in any way, just shuffling around and mumbling awkwardly? It's so brutal. Let's watch this. Here we go. Oh, by the way, I got a new chair. Check this out. Say goodbye to my old messed up chair. Got a real elite gaming chair here. Okay, let's see this. Look, this desk is so... I'm still getting used to this desk. I really like it. It's this big, like, L-shaped glass desk. I have way more space to put my synth here and my stuff everywhere. But my mic stand is, like, leaning all over. I'm having a hard time figuring out the spacing issues. Anyways. What happened? Sorry, I've been out of the loop on domestic things. Well, Dimitri, I guess last night you had Dave Chappelle invite Elon Musk onto stage in the final closing minutes of his last show here in San Francisco. I don't know. I guess they were expecting to have a positive reaction. I don't know what is funny about it, but anyways, here's what happened. Prepare yourselves for some serious fucking cringe.
Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for the richest man in the world.
Make some noise, they did.
Cheers and booze, I say.
I almost feel bad. I almost feel bad for him.
Controversy, buddy.
Weren't expecting this, were you?
I don't think you were expecting it, Elon. I think you were the one that was in fact not expecting that. What happened to traveling back in time to call slave owners the sea slur? This is the thing I don't get, Marina. Chappelle, he left his own show at the height of his powers, his amazing, fucking hilarious show, and made a lot of really important points, I think, about why he left all that money on the table. Because there was like weird white people screaming back, giving themselves permission to like use the kind of language that he was using on the show. And to like scream these kind of impressions and caricatures back at him. And he was like, I don't want to be part of this. And now here he is, fucking 20 years later, who's just, the main thing he's now known for is like being transphobic and palling around with Elon Musk, the world's richest man. For why? I don't know. I have no idea. Sorry, I'll turn down my music here too. Yeah, now he stands up to no local government meetings because they want to build affordable housing or whatever in his precious little gated community. Yeah, and for yelling about homeless people and giving openings to anti-Semitic bullshit as well. I don't know. It's really bizarre. Anyway, let's watch more of this. This is so painful to look at. God.
It sounds like some of them people you fired are in the audience.
Well, that's the thing is like, and two, the audience there is there for Dave Chappelle, and they laugh when he says things, and it immediately just goes back to screaming at Elon immediately afterwards. These are his people. This is supposed to be his audience, right? They're there for Dave. They're laughing at Dave Chappelle, and they're just booing the shit out of Elon.
Hey, wait a minute. Those of you booing. Tough on the head, like sounds like. But you notice one thing.
Look, he's just like muttering, mumbling. You can tell it affects him too, and you can see in his actions over the last couple of hours that it affected him. He was up. This man did not sleep last night. This man did not sleep last night. He was up thinking about this all night. And he's just like he has nothing. He has no, again, he says no fucking charisma whatsoever. What is he doing on the stage in the first place? Like, what is this? What is this? This man thinks that he's funny.
We simply use the computer to mark up the size of the account.
Sorry. We have our woke mind virus Twitch language settings blocking a lot of comments right now. Why the hell? Thank you, Dimitri, for the 200 friend coin. Why the hell would a comedian do this? George Carlin should be granted one leave of station from having to beat the fuck out of this bourgeois jester. I know. And it's like, I don't want to, it's in part of this problematic thing of like comedians really speak truth to power. They're modern day philosophers. And like that has led to a lot of this reactionary bullshit, that kind of mindset and attitude, and empowered people like Joe Rogan and empowered people like Dave Chappelle to, engaging in this kind of bullshit. But it is true that Carlin was like a fucking genius and very expertly outlined why he did not go and punch down in this way. He has that famous clip talking about Andrew Dice Clay about this. Let's continue this horrible clip. This horrible, horrible clip.
All those people are booing, and I'm just pointing out the obvious. You have terrible seats. I understand. All coming from way up there, nigga, the last minute.
It's the poor.
Now I'm playing the niggas. Boo!
It's the poor. The ones booing. This is Chappelle's. This is punching up now for Chappelle.
Boo!
Punching up is now when you punch up at the less expensive seats in the upper tiers.
Whatever. Look, motherfucker.
You were fired.
This nigga is not even trying to die on earth. His whole business model is fuck Earth. I'm leaving anyway. Do all you want. Take me with you, nigga. I'm going to Mars. Whatever kind of pussy they got up there, that's what we'll be doing. Anti-gravity titty bars. Follow your dreams, bitch, and the money just flow all over the room.
Thanks for having me on stage.
Are you kidding? I wouldn't miss this opportunity.
Yeah.
The first comedy club on Mars. That should be mine. A deal's a deal, Musk.
He's not said one thing. He's not said one. What is he doing there? What the fuck is this man doing there? He's literally just, okay, Dave. Okay. He's like, this man has so little charisma. He should invent a special new kind of newfangled microscope to examine the tiny little infinitesimal speck of charisma and where it may or may not be located. This is like his charisma is like dark matter. We don't even know that it exists. We theorize that it might exist somewhere. I'm talking in physics jargon because Elon's such a genius. Maybe his fan base, some of his fanboys can understand this. It's like we theorize that it might exist. We haven't seen it. We don't know that it exists, but there might be some kind of experiment that will one day prove that this man has a small, infinitesimal iota of charisma. We still haven't seen it, though. Like, that's what he's doing. That's what he's doing. Again, if I didn't despise this man, I would feel a sense of like secondhand embarrassment, or I would want to give him a hug or something, but I don't. And I think it's funny. Ironically. Hey, Cape Cod Munis, what's up?
Yeah.
You niggas can move if you want. This nigga gave me a jetpack last Christmas. Fire right past the house, nigga, move these nuts and you'll find my jetpack. That's how we like to chill. We do ball and shit.
Dave, what should I say?
Don't say nothing.
Okay.
It'll only spoil the moment. Do you hear that sound, Elon? That's the sound of pending civil unrest. I can't wait to see which store you decimate next, motherfucker. You shut the fuck up with your moves. There's something better than you can do. Booing is not the best thing you can do.
Here, I'm Elon Musk at a stand-up comedy show. What should I say, Dave?
Try.
Dave Chappelle is so comfortable on stage compared to Elon. It's weird to watch because, yeah, Dave Chappelle, whether you like him or don't like him or think he's fallen far from where he once was, and I agree, what he has, he's still a master of the craft and has a ton of stage presence. So it really comes across when he's standing next to someone with zero fucking charisma. Some fantastic impressions. It was pitch perfect. I know you all appreciate my chameleonic ability to just mimic other human beings and other cultures.
To make it what you want it to be. I am your ally. I wish everybody in this auditorium peace and the joy of feeling free and your pursuit of happiness make you happy. Amen. Thank you very much, San Francisco. No city on earth has ever been kind to me.
What is Elon doing? He looks like he's trying to be Bender at the end of the Breakfast Club. What is that?
No city on earth has ever been kind to me. Like you. Good night.
So I didn't see the rich bitch thing there. I don't know when that happens. I do have another clip of that though. But it's funny. Then he's like still waving around. What did you do, Elon? You didn't do anything. You didn't do anything there. Sam F thinks he's Bender. Jesus. Oh shit. Sorry, I put you on a different. I'm Elon Musk at a stand-up comedy show. What should I say, Dave? Oh. Yeah, so this is so bad. Again, I don't know when this took place in the timeline there. And again, we're looking at the let's bring on the body language experts here. First of all, you got three words you got to say in this scene, Elon. It's so cool you had Elon on stream. You got 3 words to say. Let's see if you can handle that. Look at the delivery of the line and look at the body language. Okay? Let's look at the delivery of the line and the body language from Elon. What is that? He didn't even say it properly. I know this man has an accent. I know he has an accent. I think there's another angle that you can really see. Or is there? Or is there another angle? God, that's so bad. Let's just see this one more time. God, that's so bad. Oh God, here's another one. I got another angle. This is like the goddamn Zapruder film here. I got another angle. Look, what is this guy doing, folks? What is this man doing? What is this? Look at the body language.
All right, boys.
But really, like, what is this? What are we looking at here? Jesus. I think he might have really said Rick. Well, that's the thing. He flubbed the line. It would have been perfect if he accused everyone in the crowd of being pedo. Well, that's the thing. He's already kind of doing that, right? Well, that comes next. The more people make fun of him for this, but he did 2 different Simpsons things here. Like, yeah, maybe you all are pedophiles too. He did that. Really, it's like, maybe you all are radical leftists too. That was the version that he did first, and he also did the "I was saying billionaire" thing at the same time. Just be normal. Buy a motorbike like other 40-something men having a midlife crisis. I really can't stress enough how I would not be doing this if I had even anywhere near $1 billion. Even if I was fucking 1/100th as rich as this man, I would be enjoying myself so life. And this man is just putting himself. He's got some kind of humiliation fetish or something. It's the only way I can describe it. The dude doing the Elon impression at the beginning of the last Chapo episode was perfect. I didn't hear that, but it may have been James Adomian. I know he does a really good one.
All right, boys.
God. That's so bad. That's unbelievably bad. Yeah, the pure silence. Thank you, Pelicans, for hanging out. He didn't even do the line. He did not even do the line. And so let's see the reaction too, because now you can see he's been thinking about this. He's been weighing heavily on Elon. This whole experience. This is just, I mean, this is the thing. You never want to let people know that they've gotten to you, right? And as someone that has haters, sometimes I don't follow my own advice on this. But you never want to let people know that they got to you. So first of all, God. This person says, so does a crowd full of boos. He says, technically, it was 90% cheers and 10% boos, except during quiet periods. But still, that's a lot of booze, which is a first for me in real life. Frequent on Twitter. Oh, it's not going to be the last. I'll tell Elon that much. It will not be the last time. It's almost as if I've offended San Francisco unhinged leftists, but nah. No, of course, it's the unhinged leftists at the Dave Chappelle show in 2022. All those unhinged leftists paying hundreds of dollars to see Dave Chappelle's comic stylings in the year 2022, who were all laughing at Dave Chappelle. They were all happy to laugh at him. Hey, Outrun, hello, Marty. What is up? This is basic too. Like, what? How is Elon quantifying this? I know he's like a math genius and everything. How is he quantifying this? Because like we all heard the video, we all watched it, we all heard it, we've all got ears. That was not 90% cheers. It was not. You have all those unhinged leftists that love Dave Chappelle. That's right. So I would like to see the science, the methodology. The methodology between determining this. Just had a wee hike, about to eat some mid Panera. Okay, that sounds nice. I've never had Panera bread. I don't think it exists in Canada. It definitely doesn't exist in Montreal that I know of. I've never had it before. But God, you just know he's been thinking about it. That's what makes it funny. That's what makes it really funny. And he gets home from the Dave Chappelle show. You can tell he's been up all night thinking about this. The next day. What was the time on that other tweet, actually? The woke mind virus. This is 9:13 a.m. Okay. I know there's one from like 4 a.m. And now, of course, he's responding to a tweet from some reactionary freak about migrant caravans. That's the next thing he's so concerned with. Because not wanting to put immigrants and refugees in concentration camps is woke now, so. The tide is starting to turn on the mortal threat to civilization that is the woke mind virus. It didn't seem so from the clips that we just watched. That is for sure. I sleep better knowing Elon was up all night steaming about that incident. Oh, for sure. And anyone that's ever been on a stage before, as I have, not in a stand-up comedy platform, but I'm a performer. I'm a musician, as many of you know. In fact, you should go to hurstwood.bandcamp.com and listen to some of the music that I've been releasing lately. But I've stood on a stage before and got a tepid reaction. Or I've stood on a stage for like 15, 20 people that don't really care all that much that you're there. It's painful. It sucks. So I can only imagine that Musk, like when he went onto this stage, I'm assuming that it was going to be this big, like, triumphant, oh, everyone loves me, and then getting booed that, like, vigorously. For sure, that must have been devastating. You saw his reaction. Yeah, it's like watching him leave his echo chamber. That's right, Eric. That's it. It's like he is so used to just being surrounded by these sycophants and yes men, and just even online as well. And you've seen this with a number of other online figures, but like Elon is going to realize that Cat Turd 2 and Ian Miles Chong on Twitter are not representatives of like what the average person is like, you know? And the more he goes down to this like rabbit hole, this right-wing rabbit hole, and only in this echo chamber, only living ever in this echo chamber and interacting with these accounts, the more he's going to become even more alienated from actual, like, what actual human beings think and how they act. I simply do not do boo-worthy things. It's very easy. That's true as well. And the good thing about streaming is when people boo, you can't hear. If many of you, I'm sure G Clubby right now is booing me at home, but I can't hear it though, because there's no microphone that's bringing that to anybody. Okay, we can do it one more time because a couple people missed the rich bitch thing. It was 90% cheers. Oh my Lord. So again, I'm reminding everyone that's seeing this the first time, it's the body language for me. It's the body language and the botched delivery of this very simple line. I'm rich, bitch. It's easy to say, even if your English is not your first language, even if you has an accent, he still manages to fuck it up.
I'm rich, bitch!
Oh. God, that's fucking bad. I got to see the other angle. This is the other angle because you really see this weird delivery that he has. You really see that, and you see his pathetic little shrug afterwards.
I'm rich, bitch!
I am not kidding.
God. Fucking brutal. That is absolutely horrible. We got to talk about this tweet, and this is like part of this. This is part of the same genre of tweet and the same genre of discourse. We got to talk about this as well, which is this tweet, not this. This is good, and in fact, the fact that this only got 150 likes on Twitter, this image of Momo, is indicative, I think, that the woke mind virus is real. I think people that didn't like this tweet do have the woke mind virus. Very unfortunate. This Momo pic is very important. I actually purchased Momo a little Christmas present over the weekend. Set it up today. I got one of those little like drinking fountains. It's got this little like flower on it, and it has a little drinking, like a infinite water drip. Looking forward to Momo getting to check that out. But this is the other thing I wanted to talk about. Oh God, that's so bad. This. First of all, what the fuck is going on with this tweet? Like, and even more evidence that Elon is like really cozying up to these like QAnon types that are obsessed with this like the proliferation of child porn. Like, first of all, I don't personally, because I'm normal, I did not happen to see child porn ever on Twitter because I guess I don't go around like Jordan B. Peterson or like Jordan C. Peterson I don't go around like apparently looking for this. Apparently, according to all these right-wing guys, this was just like all over the website previously. Strangely enough, I've been on the website 12 years. I've spent years and years on this website, day in, day out. On the Twitter website, have never once seen any of this. Apparently, it was just all over the place, though. Apparently, it's just all over the place. And I have Jordan Peterson with this really weird delivery as well. Like, what is this idea that Elon came in and just immediately cleaned up the platform, got rid of all the child trafficking, all the CP on Twitter? Like, what the fuck is this? This is not based in any reality whatsoever. Like, there is no, he actually fired the entire trust and safety team, right? That actually moderated these kinds of things. There's literally zero evidence that this issue existed in the first place, or that it has changed whatsoever with Elon Musk. But apparently, according to these guys, and I want to know, how does Jordan Peterson know? How do you know it's just impossible to find? Like, without, you got to be looking for it, right? You got to be looking for it. To own the libs and the woke moralists, I was just up all night feverishly searching Twitter for every evidence of sexualized children that I could possibly find. I just can't find any, and I'm glad that that's true, and I'm not upset about it. Like, it's really weird. What a weird thing to say. It's just a weird thing to say. Weird guy. This is the same as soon as Trump was elected. Of course, yeah, the swamp was just instantly drained. Of course, yeah. Of course. Yeah, I think we got to take a look at Jordan B. Peterson's hard drive, frankly. He is just a super weird dude. He is. This is Trump actually arrested Pelosi and replaced her with a hologram. Yeah, for sure. My daily search for child pornography yielded no results. Checkmate, libs. I'm really trying to do this segment without getting clipped out of context. I hope you can all be mature about this. But it's just a really weird thing to say. What did he mean by this? It's a great question. It is a great question. And the smiley face as well. Like, what the fuck? It's so creepy. It's very unsettling. Apologizes to the world. Hilda Beast apologizes because Jordan B. Peterson is from Alberta, Canada. We Canadians, I'm sorry, we export so many awful people, myself included, into the discourse. I apologize for all of it. You know, there's a lot of awful. It's one of our primary exports. Weird freaks that we have to listen to and pay attention to. I'm so sorry, folks. I'm at least trying to use my status as a big time influencer to indicate to people that Canada actually is bad and is in fact not a real country. I at least try to do that to make up for it. Crowder, I know, Stephen Crowder. Crowder's from here. He's from Montreal. He grew up on the South Shore of Montreal. And there's nothing more pathetic, because I know that there's like a lot of like weird Canadians that are in the discourse and everything, but a Canadian American patriot, that's just a cursed combination of traits, right? A Canadian American patriot. Oof. That is just really not good. It's really grim stuff, isn't it? Y'all ever think about how Stephen Crowder voiced a character in Arthur? Yeah, I'm aware of that. We got punched in the face by an American Union member. That was great. That was really great. What else do I have on this? Let's see what else I have. That Peterson tweet is so fucking bizarre, dude. I guess here's the last thing I have saved to talk about Elon and all the obsession with like pronouns and the anti-trans stuff. I think this tweet is good to look at from Michael Tay Sweeney. It's a locked account, and this is a screenshot of it. But I think this is really worth pointing out. As much as Elon complains about like pronouns and doing like attack helicopter jokes, his whole like prosecute Fauci tweet, my pronouns are prosecute Fauci, He's doing like weird, like it's culture war stuff from like 3 years ago. What is that? But I think this tweet is important. It says a weird irony of Elon doing haha pronoun stuff is that he is in the 99.9th percentile of amount of money spent on gender affirming care among all human beings, from his attempts to look like a man, hair plugs, plastic surgery, God knows what, testosterone supplements, etc. And it's very true. I think it's important to point out. Right? That's gender for Elon. And, you know, if Elon wants to get hair plugs or take HGH or whatever the fuck causes him to look like that, go for it, Elon. But that is gender affirming care, though. But it's like these motherfuckers only think about gender affirming care is when a young person or a preteen is getting gender affirming care from their doctor or is getting gender affirming like education from an educator, and they call that grooming. But of course, when they want to have gender affirming care for themselves to cover up their fucking horrible, weird, inbred, fucking terrible genetic code atrocity that they call a face, then that's okay. You know? Then that's all right. Which is just another layer of hypocrisy. Hello, Danger Dave Ball. Hello. First time chatter, Danger Dave Ball. What is up? His follow-up being they're forcing pronouns on me gave it away. That is true. Yeah, and that's a lot of what it's about, right? My kids don't talk to me anymore. It's the holidays and I'm all alone. Chillin', been following you on Twitter for a while. Well, welcome, Dave. Thank you for joining us. I didn't even tweet that I'm live today. I did not even tweet that I'm live here, and we got Dave showing up. Bring it in, Dave. Get inoculated against this woke mind virus. It's going around. This woke mind virus that's going around. Danger Dave Ball was on the Survivor TV show. Is that true? Is that a true thing, or is that a meme? Is it some kind of meme? You memeing? You memeing over here? That is a true thing. That's amazing. I haven't watched Survivor in a long time. I was a big fan of Survivor Season 2, the Australian Outback, back in the day. Do you think I could get on one of those shows? If I could get on like Floor is Lava or Survivor or something like that? Big Brother? I got a big enough platform that they could probably give me a look, right? They would give me a second look if I applied. Yeah, and this is true common social distancing. This is true as well, like how they actually legally tried to define what woke is, and it's just this like objectively true thing. The belief that there are systemic injustices in American society and the need to address them. That's the woke, that's the dangerous of the wokerati, the woke mind virus that these fucking losers complain about all day. Send them the Elon impression clip. They can't say no. I can just do that. Some of my accents that I do. And I know I'm still doing the Rob tweet hour, and I apologize for that. But I did do a pretty decent Elon meme here. That where is it? Oh, look, and here's a link to. Here's the link to the song "Sometimes" by Hurstwood. I think that's something that people should click if they want to. I don't know. They don't have to. They don't have to, certainly, but if they want to, they could click on that link, and it would be totally cool to do. It's something totally cool that people could do. Where's my meme here? Did I already lose it? I don't know. Oh, it's gone. If the mods weren't busy hiking instead of watching the stream, we could get a Hurstwood command. That's right. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. This was very disturbing, this clip. This is one of these like imperialist theater kids things. I don't know if you saw. It's really disturbing. I don't even want to look at it. when you like wokely demand Iran be
You
sanctioned
can count
and
on me.
bombed
You're
and
gonna have good
nuked.
old Rob to talk you through all this.
Can't even find it now. Maybe it was removed. Maybe it was removed from Twitter by the free speech hating black shirts. Of the Musk regime. Who's this now? James, thank you for the gifted sub. I know James Ed Smith is someone that does enjoy and support my chameleonic ability to mimic other cultures and other human beings. Well, if you're watching it later, James, you're going to see a seamless Elon Musk impression. You're going to be watching the stream, and for a moment, you're going to be like, where did Rob go? Why is Elon Musk here?
We simply use the computer to mark up the size of the account.
Whenever I hear the right say, woke, I think of Kwame Ture quote. Not only is the revolution inevitable, but it is clarifying itself. Kwame Ture.
We love Kwame. Where is that tweet? I can't even find it now. What the fuck? Okay. Dimitri, thanks so much for the 200 friend coin. I mean, I just have an accurate impression of reality. It's not like I'm weird or strange for feeling this way about your impersonations. No, of course not, James. Of course not. Thank you. Okay, so what do we got here? You know what? I am. Oh boy, I can't end the stream now. This is just going to be a short one though today. I'm going to stick around for another little bit. Maybe we can just like hang out a bit more. I think I have that was all my material on the woke mind virus that I wanted to do. Maybe we could hang out a little bit more. Maybe there's some kind of like video we could watch. We could do that. I was going to stay for about another half an hour. I do wish I could find my Elon tweet that I did though. I'm reading a thread right now that Chappelle's mom worked for the State Department in Congo after the revolution. I've seen that as well. Really strange. Really strange coincidences. Similar to Obama's mother in Indonesia in the late 60s. What was she up to there? Working with the anti-communist, brutal anti-communist purges that were going on with the Suharto government. Very strange. Very strange stuff indeed. Anyone of note from the DC area is immediately sus. For sure, right? They've all got like these weird demonic connections.
You've just become an elite member of the Friendship Triangle.
Oh my goodness. I'm going to get to that in one moment, Colin like a Tom. One moment. Oh, here it is. Before we move off on this, there we go. Yes, yeah, I know. They say the left can't meme, folks. Well, guess what? Guess what? Guess what, asshole? Did you see the Tulsi Tucker CIA video? I did. Yeah. The famous. Of course, they didn't want me, Tucker Carlson. My. Of course, I have no affiliation with the CIA. Of course. How could you ever say that? How could you ever accuse me of such a thing? Annihilated. Thank you, Rex. You really are a cool guy. Thank you. GSG 2020, thank you for the 10 friend coin as well. And thank you to Calm Like a Tom. So kind of you. Calm Like a Tom, Elite Friendship Triangle, non-cult member. Calm Like a Tom for the 5 gifted subs. Thank you, Tom. Thank you. There's a lot of interesting stuff going on in Peru and Latin America. We got the pushback to the pink tide, the new pink tide happening right now in multiple places in Latin America and Peru. First and foremost, where Castillo's been overthrown by what's looking like a right-wing coup. I would like to get into that as well at some point this week. What else do we have here with breakthrough news, though? Nothing really of the length that I'm kind of hoping for. Also, and this is crucial, not a pyramid scheme. Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. It's crazy how obvious the playbook is. Yeah, and first of all, it is part of the woke mind virus to acknowledge right-wing coups in Latin America as well, obviously. It seems like when it comes to Peru, I don't want to speak too authoritatively about this. It seems like Castillo did kind of like, he didn't have enough allies when the backlash came because he had been trying to like make these sacrifices to try and appeal to the center and kind of like going against his base.
You can count on me. You're
going
to have good old Rob to talk you through all this.
He needs in order to actually have support. And so when the backlash comes, then there's no one to fucking help him. Although now there's people in Peru getting into the streets because they don't want a right-wing coup government. So that's encouraging as well. Margatron, thank you for the 11 months of Prime from Margatron. There will be no chat coup in this channel, I'll tell you. Anyway, I would like to go into more depth about this. I'm not a fucking expert in Peru. I don't want to start lecturing people about what's going on with there. That's been my read of it from like people that I trust and know that are more familiar with this kind of thing. Is it a coup in Peru? A Peru. Oh, Jesus, Tom. Jesus Christ. Oh. Good Lord. Okay, so what am I looking at here? Again, we got another 30 minutes or so of the stream. I mean, I could just watch the Avatar 2 trailer a bunch of times in a row. I could do that. That could be another thing that I could do. You know? There's nothing wrong with doing that either. I don't know, folks. I think my brain is too occupied with the woke mind virus. It's now getting into my bloodstream, my spinal column, my nervous system. It's getting hard to function. I just want to go and purchase some blue hair dye and get a septum piercing. That's the only thing I care about right now because of the woke mind virus. Got a bad case of the wokesies. That's what they say. That's what they call it. In your lymph nodes. That's right. the clip of him saying, "I'm rich, bitch," is just so painful to look at. That was so bad. That was so fucking bad. This is actually pretty good. This is a good meme. Talking about that Peterson tweet. That's pretty good stuff. But the world, unfortunately, the world is not controlled by leftist Marxists. And I wish it was so, believe me. I wish it was so. I wish that there were... I saw these tweets going around. I mean, that's how fucking deranged the discourse is in American society. Accusing Obama of appointing known communists, James Comey and Brennan, to the FBI and the CIA. They think the leader of the FBI is a communist. That's how fucking deranged the discourse is in the United States of America. The complete political ignorance. Marxist Jeff Bezos, that's right. The Marxist FBI, the Marxist CIA. The Marxist woke Disney Corporation, the Marxist woke Shell Corporation. It's fucking unbelievable. Yeah, the Marxist Ivy League colleges. They must deflect from their moral bankruptcy, so no idiocy is off the table. Their feelings must win out no matter what. Yeah, well, it's this nonstop right-wing victimization complex, right? It's like they've won. They won. They control everything. And like America is such a right-wing country. They've stamped out any movement towards like social or racial justice at home or abroad for decades. Right? And they still just have to feel like they're victims. They still have to feel like we're being silenced and censored by the communists at twitter.com who are doing treason by like banning us for our attack helicopter jokes or whatever. When they control everything. Because they can't function without having that nonstop victimization complex. Those dang Marxist BlackRock folks, I know. For a silent majority, I sure do hear a hell of a lot from them. I wish they were a lot more silent. Frankly. It's just so painful. It's so like, why do we do this, folks? Why do we log into these websites every day to read this stuff? You know? Why? Why do we do this? My gosh. They want to be the heroes, but also the underdogs simultaneously. Well, that's the whole thing about like our enemy is they're both this vastly powerful conglomerate that controls all the financial industry and all the social media companies and the media, and we're all victims of this vast conspiracy. But they're also just these pathetic, cowardly, blue-haired they/them people who can just be like pushed around and easily destroyed and dismissed. Right? They're both of these things simultaneously. Claiming victimhood is weak and pathetic, except when they want to claim it. Of course, they're these like bastions of masculinity, but they're scared to death about going into like the Popeyes in Topeka, Kansas or wherever, because it's just so dangerous. It's so dangerous to go to these like random like large size cities in America. Any city is just so fucking dangerous. Like in Columbus, Ohio. Oh no, I could never go. You go to Columbus, and I'm sure that there's crime that happens in Columbus and other places, but like they're so terrified of these places. Like they think that they're just going to go get instantly murdered the moment that they walk into one of these places. But at the same time, they're these paragons of masculinity and testosterone. Being a manly man with hundreds of guns, but also deathly afraid of Baltimore city limits. Exactly. The woke mind virus, folks, it's coming for us. It is coming for all of us. You got to be careful. I used to check in on this old MAGA couple that streamed on Twitch, and they would talk about the dangerous, filthy city they lived near, and it turned out they were talking about Portland. Well, Portland was such like a hotbed of like, that's why all those fascist rallies were always there. They're fucking obsessed with Portland. The terrifying communist-controlled Portland. For sure the most propagandized people on earth, absolutely. Who would tell them themselves that they're immune to propaganda, right? That's the famous saying. The famous saying. They're not propagandized like one of these automatons in China or North Korea. I'm brave and super masculine, but also the lady who makes my coffee fills me with existential soul level terror. That's right. I have to force them to write Merry Christmas on my
You can
coffee.
count on me. You're going to have good old Rob to talk you through all this.
Oh, goodness. Christine Doe, thank you very much for the 2 gifted subs. Thank you, Christine. Very kind of you. What a day. What a nice welcome back to the platform of Twitch. What a nice welcome back. And it's much needed. I live not too far from Portland and have relatives who believe the city's just in ruins, just completely untethered from reality. For sure. Yeah, it's like they think, even like when all the George Floyd protests were going on, even though those were often they turned into the cops, the militarized cops would come in and turn these peaceful protests into big riots, like deliberately. But they still were like, the city's burned down. They burned down the cities. It was like this. They were okay. The cities were fine. It was not that big of a deal. Like, yeah, there was some serious protests and a lot of action that was going on, but like they recovered. It was all right. And really, a couple of bank windows or a few Wendy's or whatever getting burned down or torched or getting bricks thrown through it still is probably pales in comparison when you realize that the source of those protests were, people being murdered unaccountably by armed agents of the state, gunned down like fucking animals in the street with zero trial, zero repercussion. That's actually as much as these people complain about like authoritarianism and the heavy hand of the state and all that stuff, they're actually A-okay with that. They think that's actually cool and good when armed agents of the state just waltz around, these testosterone-fueled fucking losers and freaks, just gunning down citizens for no fucking reason. And they think that that's okay. They think that that's A-okay. I'm not even going to acknowledge any of the previous possible verbal flubs that I made there. I frequently reactionary YouTuber and stuff now, doing tours of tent cities of homeless in big cities, calling it a dystopia. But their concern is always that these people are dangerous and a menace and doing bad things like drugs in the open. Never that these people don't have homes and are destitute. These people are strongly Christian. How can they have their own faith so backwards and fucking obviously wrong? Like, go and help these people. Don't jeer at them and fear them. That famous story of the Good Samaritan. Remember
you can count on me. You're
Sunday
school good old
story.
Rob to talk you through all this.
The classic
Armed
story
agents of the state can waltz? Glad they're going to their dance classes paid for by my tax dollars.
Thank you, Dose Streams, for the 4 months tier 1. No, No, that famous story, the Good Samaritan. Remember when the Samaritan sees the man beaten and robbed on the street, and he says, "Oh, get out of here! Ugh. Oh, this guy's ugly. Oh, I don't like it. Call the cops to arrest this man." Remember that story? Yeah. We all remember that classic biblical story. Hey, Quinn Better's in the chat too. Hey, Quinn, what's up? I'm the type of libertarian who's pro summary executions by state death squads. And that's right. And they all have the lingo about, am I being detained? Am I being detained? They all know all the lingo, like the sovereign citizen types, when they get a parking ticket or a fucking speeding ticket or whatever. But they're like, no, when militarized police officers, again, like militarily occupy these neighborhoods and just execute citizens in the street, that's actually totally A-okay. That's fine. It's fine. And it's in fact woke to care about that. That's if you care at all about police officers just siphoning every cent from any city budget that could possibly go towards housing, that could possibly go towards education or parks or libraries or public bathrooms, and siphoning up all these resources only to just like walk around the fucking city shooting people because they were like scared for their lives because someone wielded a fucking paperclip or something. And they're like, yeah, that's okay. That's actually good that they're doing that. Yeah, Jesus, you get away from me, you leper. Ugh. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's a cliche almost to talk about these like Christian nationalists.
You
or
can
whatever,
count on me.
and their
You're gonna have
hypocrisy.
good
It
old
is a
Rob
cliche.
to talk you through all this.
But it's so fucking annoying at the same time. It's hard not to talk about. John Cipher, sir, my boss, coming through with a gifted sub. Thank you, Mr. Cipher, sir, for the gifted sub to Quinn Better. I appreciate that. Looking forward to seeing you catching up in the cafeteria and here in good old Langley, Virginia. Later on. Yeah, no, it's woke though. It's woke to care about that. It's woke to care about the militarized police officers just executing civilians and citizens in the street. That's the woke mind virus. Really scary stuff. Expecting Rob to stream unboxing day because, of course, his American government employer doesn't recognize it. Yeah. Of course. We don't do that. We don't do that here. I'm just looking at I was going to leave, I think, soon. This is a short one. Tomorrow's going to be a short one, too, because I'm going to be going to therapy later. I see our friend Starlight Dazzle is streaming, so I'm going to raid Starlight. Did that work just now? Did that work? I typed it. I typed the words, and I don't see anything happening. What's going on? Yeah. We are unable to raid Starlight Dazzle at this time. Okay. Good. Marty, I need you. Marty, are you here? I need a mod. Marty, please. Marty, I'm doing it like the Doc Brown from Back to the Future. He's literally at a mountain. This is bullshit. This is absolute bullshit. I did watch Back to the Future with my son, and the other day it was great. He had a great time with that one. We did Avatar the other day. We were Back to the Future Part 1 and 2. Back to the Future 2, I feel, has aged not well. It was always I always really enjoyed it as a kid. I feel it has not aged very well. There's a lot of stuff that just makes no sense about that movie whatsoever. And I can't do the raid. Okay, good. Good. I wonder what happens. This is probably a bit of a dangerous situation here. If I log out and log into Twitch, now it's giving me this token shit. I might be able to do this. You must be logged in to view this page. I just logged in. I just logged in right now, Twitch. This is wild here. Hey, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. What is this woke soundtrack? Well, this happens to me. Music I compose, like all the music that we listen to on this stream, is created by me. And you know what else is created by me, folks? Is the music right here on this Bandcamp page. The Hurstwood Bandcamp page was Sean Mead. I really enjoyed this. Described it as the mysterious and enigmatic Hurstwood. I'm really proud. You know what? I know it's cringe. I'm proud of this music that I've been making. I'm really proud of this. You know, I'm going to talk more about this soon, but I've been wanting to release new music for a long time, and I just haven't done it. I have a lot of weird feelings mixed up about releasing music. I've really enjoyed making this music. It's been exciting for me to like share it with people. It's been really fun for me to do this. So I hope people listen to it. God help me, I am gonna release an album in the next couple of months. I got almost an album of songs worth ready to go, so I guess I'm just fucking doing this. I'm gonna release an album. I'll talk about this more later though. But listen to Hurstwood. Tell Starlight I said hello. Goodbye.